good.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 12. We already introduced ourselves, but we're in episode 12.
Yeah.
A dozen.
Yes, a dozen. So I am your travel advisor. I specialize in all things Europe. Just to give you a heads up.
Yes. So we're not travel influencers.
No.
We're travel advisors. So everything you hear today on the podcast, we are able to book for you, investigate for you. And if you want just us to book your next trip, we're here. So let's get started. We have this episode. We have the latest travel news, which is fantastic. But we also want to dive into some 5 weird facts that we think you should know.
Weird or gross?
It could be both.
Okay. All right.
Right? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be gross. It could be just weird.
True. And we are with the wine of the week. I have not tasted it yet, so.
Oh, it's interesting. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
I like the bottle.
Yeah. Its name is Iris, and we'll get a little bit more in detail there.
And then our next, luxury hotels for your pets. I love that.
Yeah.
We should put Kingston. I travel with
Where is he, by the way?
one of our dogs. No, he was behind there earlier. But I travel with my dog. I do, and he has lived the life. We should put some of his pictures.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So I love that.
Yeah, this is for this episode is dedicated to our little animals that we love so much that we travel with. And then we're gonna take a breathtaking road trip across Iceland. All right, so here we go, babe. Are you ready?
Yep. So, one of the weird.
No, it's not weird. This is the news. We're gonna do news first.
Right, weird. I was about to say weird travel facts, but I would actually say fun fact. Like, what's a fun?
Yeah, it is a fun fact. But let's dive into the news first.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Then read the notes.
I did. It's not that I didn't. I don't have the notes. So, Four Seasons Yachts unveils luxury marina experience. So I do know that Four Seasons does now have their beautiful little yacht, which is under 200 people. And so now they're going to have a marina experience. So this is so cool. Onboard marina, allowing guests to swim, paddleboard, snorkel directly from the ship.
That is amazing. I think they're taking it to another level when it comes to cruising into a luxury realm, right? Yeah. So again, since you specialize, Shannon, in luxury,
I do.
That means that you could get this beautiful experience for our listeners.
I can.
Yeah.
Four Seasons is a great one. Explora, just so you know, is another one that is like this. I love their boats. There's Explorer 1 and 2 right now out of Miami. And by 2027, they're going to have up to Explorer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh. And they are stunning. The boat really is up, like not even 1,500 people. They really like to keep it around 900. It's beautiful. So we can add that too here because I've actually toured a couple of the boats. And so it's just nice to be in a hotel. It's a very slow pace boat. You're not going to have just so you know, these luxury ships are not going to have your Broadway shows at night. They're not going to have that theme night where you dress up in neon colors. That is not what these boats are about. So I have heard where people think it's boring. I like boring. I don't want to be in a themed party at the end of the night. I would like to be on my balcony overlooking the Mediterranean or the Atlantic Ocean.
But I think people say that it's boring because they're used to a certain type of cruising.
Right. There's no gambling on these boats.
No, because and I think you and I have spoken about this, that it's the show, what's equivalent to the Broadway show, is the exclusive excursion that you're gonna have on land, yes. Right? Like that is the entertainment. You having a fantastic bottle of wine with, gourmet food.
Those chefs are selected. It's pretty amazing. And then when you do these onshore excursions, they are specialized for you can be active, or they work with these 5-star resorts where you can spend the day at another resort and use their pool in these beautiful Honduras, Belize, and all these different areas that regular cruise ships that don't have access to. So I just like to share that information.
Yeah, there's an exclusiveness to it where, like I said, I think they do a fine balance between being on a boat and being outside the boat and still giving you that exclusive experience outside the boat. So, I'm excited about that news. So the next one is AMA Waterways, which we knew about when we went to the Vienna Asta River Cruise Expo. They're going to have a new Colombia River Cruise experience. So all my Latinos, everybody that loves Colombia, this is amazing new way of experiencing.
We toured the boat, which we should put our clips of. The boat was in Vienna. We got to see the kind of like the inauguration of the boat. And we got to tour the boat, hang out on the boat, and then it left and it headed over to Colombia.
Yeah.
The boat is stunning. I have to say, Emma Waterways really stepped up with this boat. The decor does not look like the other ones. It's a little bit more festive, a lot more modern than the other boats that they have in Europe. So that's very exciting for Colombia, and kudos to them on their new river cruise.
What I love about it is that they're gonna incorporate local cuisine. So when you go down the Colombian River, you're gonna eat real Colombian food, right? So again, me with the food, I love the food. But that's one of the things that stood out to me. And then there's gonna be a lot of wildlife encounters on this river cruise. So all those that say river cruising are boring don't know what they're talking about. There's an evolution that's happening in river cruising that is not just for the elderly. There are some for elderly seasoned travelers, but this is now they're becoming a little bit more for the
multi-generational. I cannot push that, where you have your parents, in-laws on the boat with you, and you can have your children on the boat. Now, it's not going to be where it's a Disney cruise, so you're not going to have all of these things for the kids on the boat. But if you're traveling through Colombia or through Europe, you shouldn't be on the boat. You should be walking on each city, and not your entertainment shouldn't be the boat. The boat is to get you from where you need to go to eating and enjoying your time, and then enjoying your time out in each country.
Agreed. So great news there from Emma Waterways. Kudos to you. So our third news that we think that we should, going back to Four Seasons, they're just slaying.
Yeah. They're
not delaying.
They're really pushing the wellness luxury. I have to give it to them.
Yeah. So they're pretty much launching a wellness retreat.
It's an ocean club.
In the Bahamas, which I love because you don't associate Bahamas with wellness and the cruising. When you don't combine cruising and wellness together in the Bahamas, which I'm happy.
A lot of cruises in Bahamas, but not so much with the retreat luxury retreats.
Yeah, which I'm happy that Four Seasons is doing, because it's not only going to help their brand, but it's also going to help the people of the Bahamas, right? Like redefine that the Bahamas is not just what you've seen up to this point. So I'm really excited about that.
So cool. So now we have some myths and facts, which I was going to say earlier some of them are a little gross.
They're not gross.
Well, this one's not gross, but the other one is. The first one is, did you know that jet lag is the same in every direction? So they say that's a myth. I happen to agree with it, but let's hear what the fact is actually.
Well, the fact is, it's not the same in every direction. If you travel eastward, you're going to have a much worse. That's a double entendre. You're going to have your jet lag is going to be a lot worse if you're traveling east versus traveling west. And that is because it's harder for your internal body clock to adjust losing time than gaining it.
I agree with that. When we go to Italy, it takes us a couple days to kind of get and it's easier coming back.
Yeah.
Also too, when you're going east, a lot of people don't realize this. I help, I book travel, and I'll tell people, okay, you want 10 days. So you need to leave the day before, because there's only overnights to the east. So that it does kind of help the jet lag, right? So you're leaving, let's say, New York or Florida at 8 p.m. and you're arriving the next morning by 10 a.m. So you're losing all these hours, but the goal is for you to sleep on the plane and to kind of wake up and stay active until you can get on that clock. However, flying west, you leave the same day and you arrive the same day. You're still losing hours, but you don't lose a day.
No, you actually gain out.
No.
When you go west. So when I go from Miami to LA, I gain because...
Yes, but that's a short trip. But let's say you're leaving Europe. We leave at like 2 p.m. or noon over there, but we're not getting back until 8 p.m. here. It's still the same day.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier to get back. But yes, if you go to LA, you do gain some hours.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
It is nice. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, this is bleh.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. So the myth, right, or the fiction or truth is bathroom planes
are the dirtiest
or
part.
the bathrooms on the planes, sorry, are the dirtiest part of the aircraft.
I try not to use the bathroom I can't even. Like, don't even get me started. Like, I try not to use any public bathrooms, let alone an airplane bathroom. Like, I will never join the Mile High Club just because I cannot think of what happens inside that bathroom.
Well,
don't even go there. But so the next,
I mean,
don't.
However, babe, I could bring wipies. I'm just saying.
However, they say that the tray table that's in your chair is actually the dirtiest part. Bring wipe it down.
I agree because I mean
nobody's sitting there picking each and every single one of them up and cleaning it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't even like using the front pocket in the seat because I always.
Well, they put a bunch of. You know what? That's
they put garbage in there.
So I think the table and that little pocket must be because they put like a bunch of shit in it, like.
Unless it has like a net, then I can see what's in there. That's the only time I ever use it because some planes just have a pocket and you can't see what's in there, and then or a net. Yeah.
Yeah. Not good. Yeah. So okay. So
I was rushing him.
Truth or fiction? English is the happiest language.
Happiest? No, I don't think it's the happiest.
Well, you're absolutely correct. Okay, because they just did a linguistic analysis revealed that Spanish contains the most positive vocabulary.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Mi gente. That's why Pitbull is such a, like words like amor, felicidad, alegría are used. I like alegría. Yeah. It's nice. It actually, I feels what it means. Yeah. Which alegría, for all of you that don't know, it's a fish that you prepare with lemon sauce for us Hispanics, right? Okay, on to the next one. All right, you ready for this? Fact or fiction? The world's most expensive hotels in Dubai.
Okay, so if I had not read this, I would have said that I think it is the most expensive, but it happens to not be. It's actually in St. Lucia, where it's $150,000 per night. But that's like
$150,000.
It's ultra private, underwater suites, butler service, chef, and complete seclusion. So
I
don't know. I don't know if I would. You want to stay underwater?
No, I'm not going to. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's basically like, it's a luxury submarine, basically, right? Like what they're saying, you're underwater. I mean, it's pretty cool because I did see images where you're basically, your bed's facing like this panoramic view of the ocean. But then again, I don't want to probably see what's underneath the ocean. Like, what if there's a shark?
I would like to hang out there. I don't want to sleep there.
Like if I'm sleeping, like what if we want to get romantic? What if we want to get romantic?
The shark is watching.
The whale just like I don't want to do that.
I don't care if fish. I don't care if anybody watches. That's not my thing. My thing is that if the glass
here we go.
breaks while we sleep, then we're going to drown. Is where I'm at.
Okay, so you're fearful of the drowning. I'm fearful of Jaws watching us have sex. So, anyways, that hotel room was $150,000. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. That's a weird fact and myth.
All right, next one.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Here we go. So, segment 2.
Wait, we have one more fact.
Oh, do we?
Okay, the U.S. is the top tourist destination.
Is that fact or fiction?
No, it's the myth. I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
Why don't you believe it?
There's so many other things.
It's America.
It's
America.
There's just so many beautiful, historic, gorgeous buildings, architecture, landscapes. besides the United States. I just wouldn't think this would be my.
Oh, you're absolutely correct, Shannon.
What is it?
You're always correct.
Look at that.
France remains still the most visited country with over 90 million visitors annually.
I would think it would be Italy.
I thought it would. Like when I did the research, I thought it was going to be Italy, but no, France.
All right.
Well, I guess there's a lot of wine enthusiasts.
Let's go. Segment 2, our wine segment.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. We have visitors. I need you to leave. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Love you. Sorry, our kids just love to do things when we're
hungry.
Well, they could eat some other time. All right. So we're going to segment 2, wine of the week. This is a great wine. It's called Iris.
I love it.
It's Oculus Cabernet Sauvignon from 2021.
It has like a little eyeball.
Yeah.
There.
So this is pretty cool. This is grown in Lake County, a lesser known but rising star wine region in Napa. So these...
it's a very good bottle of wine.
It's very smooth, and it's 14%, by the way.
Oy.
Yeah, oy.
Oy.
Oy. Yeah. It is aged in French oak barrels, which is pretty interesting. And it is, I'm not gonna lie, and again, black cherry.
Yeah.
How much you love that black cherry?
I do. If I'm gonna drink a red wine, I like for it to be heavy, bold. But I like to eat with it when it's like this.
Yes.
You know?
I agree. I think we just want to eat because it is lunchtime right now. But you know what's pretty cool? That this Lake County vineyards are among the cleanest in California due to sustainable farming and reduced pesticides thanks to volcanic soils and low humidity. So kudos to Lake County vineyards, right? That would be pretty cool to do. Like people who have done Napa before, this is probably a cool little new experience for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm also big on Santa Barbara. I still feel it was just so stunning and just, I would like to go back.
Yeah. So there you go, ladies, gentlemen. Iris, Cabernet Sauvignon, Oculus Vineyard. Congratulations, guys. They're doing amazing work. Thank you, Gary V and Wine Text, for
sending us these bottles.
Yeah. God bless you. You're doing something great for humanity. So now we're going to segment 3, which I know. Come on, King says, stop biting your nails.
Oh.
Come on here. This is for our little...
Our next segment. Come here, Papo.
Come on. Let's get him in.
Come on. It's okay. Here, let me put my legs down.
See, I don't understand why he usually... Oh, yeah, he is at it.
That's good.
So here we are. We have a guest today.
So segment 3 is all about Kingston. No, it's not. So it's about traveling with pets. And we've always had pets. We have never traveled with them up until recently. Well, that's not true. We've driven with our other dog, but never fly. And we decided this summer that we were going to take him, he's the younger one, with us on a plane. Just so you know that I like how this animated paw prints traveling. What did it do?
Oh, my Lord.
Please pause. But on that note, when we decided to travel with him, we had seen when we had traveled so many other pets doing a lot of the things that we were doing. So we decided to take him with us also to alleviate leaving, because we do leave. Sometimes we leave. Last 2 summers ago, I was gone for almost 10 weeks. This summer, I was gone for about 7. So I felt bad leaving them behind. And so we decided to take him. But just to go on this, what is this all this?
Yeah, don't worry about that. But so the first pet-friendly hotel that we're going to highlight is the Edgerton House Hotel in London. They have personalized pet menus.
That's cute. Bed, grooming.
Yeah.
Nice.
Afternoon tea available for dogs.
Stop it. I can't.
Afternoon tea for dogs. All right. Dude, kudos to Edgerton House.
It's close to Hyde Park, which is beautiful. You can go nice walking with him. And, is this for us to say? Yes, we do.
What?
Yes. Okay. And so just so you know, since we are very familiar with traveling with pets, we can, as travel advisors, help you with all of the paperwork and to make sure that you get the right vaccines and information before you do travel with your pets. Also, I've traveled with him on different airlines, and they can give you the plus and minuses for airlines. And we should do that one time.
No,
that'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
So we're pet-friendly travel advisors, so just so you know. So the next one you want to talk about?
It's Fairmont,
Miramar,
which is Santa Monica, and the hotel is Fairmont Miramar. It is, I'm sorry, I don't have my reading glasses. Hold on.
I think she should. So watch your letters and reading glasses. So basically, what's great about this resort or hotel in the Fairmont Miramar, they have VIP pause.
It's called VIP.
Pause.
Wait, VIP pause.
VIP pause program, which includes in-room treats, walking map, and a leash rental.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's completely catered to that. And then they have pet massages and beachside play areas, people.
I massage my dogs, their little legs and stuff.
That's weird. Yeah, that's borderline not cool. But yeah, what I love is that they have beachside play areas for dogs, which is great because oh God, here we go.
Huh?
No.
I think it's still recording us.
I hope not. Or I hope yes. Get out. Now we have a cat.
Wait.
Jesus Christ.
Is it? Oh my God, that's hilarious.
No, it's not hilarious. Stupid cat.
Ziggy wanted this to be about her.
This episode is killing me today. All right. So, yeah.
All right. So, next hotel is, wait, why do you keep moving?
Because it's right here.
Oh, okay. Lux Lemon, which is in the Marquez. Oceanfront luxury meets pet paradise, and pets allowed in select rooms. They are allowed on paddle boards and at the beach, which I love.
And it's best visited between May and November to avoid cyclone season. So, yeah, you don't want to be in a cyclone with your pet.
No, don't. All right. So.
Oh, look, you could combine it with a safari. You could bring your pets on a safari.
Oh, I don't know if I want to bring the pets on a safari.
You don't want to bring, no?
No, it's hot. And then like my dog, he wouldn't do well with.
So if he sees a lion, you don't think he'll bark?
Well, no, he'll get eaten. But like, I just don't want him barking at the elephants and stuff.
But the lions are okay.
How cute.
Look at that. Yeah. All right. So the next one is Kipton Hotel in Monaco in Portland, Oregon.
So that's the hotel.
Yeah, it's Kipton Hotel Monaco in Portland, Oregon. So no size, species, or breed restriction.
Which is very cool because a lot of hotels will tell you under 25 pounds.
Well, it's Oregon, though. They don't have a lot of restrictions.
Very true. All right. And they have host nightly wine hour where the pets are welcomed. That's very, very, very cute. And then let's go with the next one.
So I just want you to know that Portland's food scene is one of the best in the United States, by the way.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and
I would think New Orleans.
Well, actually, that's another episode, but they did name the top 100 countries for food. Mm-hmm. Guess what country came in 6 out of the top 10?
What?
Italy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But New Orleans did come in for the United States, I think top 20 or something.
So good.
Yeah, really good. But anyway, so I diverge. So yeah, most of these restaurants, because there's a good foodie scene happening in Portland, all of them accept pets. So you could bring your pet over and have a delicious meal. You want to take this one, the last one?
Il Saviantuno, right?
Yeah.
Florence.
Il Salvantino.
Florence, Italy. And it's a villa. So it's a 15th century villa, and they do gourmet pet meals, countryside strolls. They have concierge, pet sitting.
Pet sitting.
Yeah, that's nice. Perfect for romantic getaways with pets, and we'll build you a Tuscany itinerary with dog-friendly wine estates.
I mean, people.
I would like to say this. So we took Kingston last year, and we did a good portion of Italy, and there was not one place he was not welcomed. We flew into Venice, him and I alone, and I took him right on the train. Nobody asked me for anything. Just so you know, there are separate tickets in Italy that you have to get for your dog. And I got that ticket ahead of time. We jumped in the train. We went, got to our houses in Vicenza. He hung out. He walked with me everywhere. He was in every piazza. He went to Venice 2 times.
Yeah.
He was allowed on the aqua buses that go around. He was even around on the private transfers in Italy. He was welcomed everywhere. And this is really funny. We went to the Grady Palace, which is like a very elegant luxury hotel / restaurant. I had made reservations. I was unsure of pets. I did see it somewhere on the hotel. I figured, let me just risk it. I walked in with my dog. Not only did they allow him to have to come into the restaurant, they pulled up his own chair to sit at the restaurant. That was the funniest thing ever. He was treated better than my girlfriend and I.
Yeah.
And then we took him to Capri. He was on boats. Dogs are allowed in Pompeii. As long as you're carrying your dog, which I have a sling.
It gets really hot in Pompeii.
It is very hot, but he was allowed to go inside. He didn't need another ticket. He was allowed everywhere. So that was really nice. So he got to be in all of Rome. I even had a massage and they let him come in to the massage room with me. And they had a day. I had a day by myself in Rome. And so he was allowed to come in and get a massage. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
That was
she definitely loves the dog more than me. It's evident.
How could you not? Look at that. Say hi.
Right. So I do love him, but I'm a little jealous because he does get more love from my wife than I do. But anyways, as long as we do the Mile High and we do the wipies, we're fine.
Okay. Segment 4.
Segment 4.
Iceland
Road
trips.
We're going to go a little road trip through Iceland, people. We're going to see glaciers and hot springs. And the pronunciation of these places, once again, disclaimer, please forgive us. We're not making fun. We just literally don't know how to pronounce these things.
So, okay, go ahead.
So maybe, why don't you do a little Google Translate and see if that helps us out. So
start.
Why don't we try the first one?
Why don't we try the second one and then go back to the other one?
Okay, because it's easier to pronounce. The second one is Blue Lagoon. It's a geothermal spa with mineral-rich waters. Premium retreat spa offers quieter and more luxurious experience. So if you want the retreat spa there, we highly recommend it if you want to be more secluded. We do recommend to book early. It does sell out fast. We recommend pairing it with an overnight stay at the Silica Hotel. So supposedly in that region where the Blue Lagoon is, the Silica Hotel is fantastic in that region. So we highly recommend that you come and talk to us. We'll be more than happy to book that for you and do it early and book that hotel early so that way you have access to it. Hold on. Why don't you put it towards the mic to see how you pronounce? Okay, so the first one really is
good some Icelandic pronunciation. Jökulsárlón.
So Jökulsárlón, Glacier Lagoon, it's icebergs. They drift into the Atlantic from Vatnajökull Glacier. Vatnajökull Glacier.
Wildlife, Arctic. How pretty. They have the seals. That's so pretty.
Yeah. So sorry, guys. We have...
she never visits. So we're actually very excited about this. We have
a cat. She heard traveling with dogs. She got jealous. And then our cat had to come and say, yo, what about, cat travel? I get it.
All right, let's do this one. Thingvellir National Park, and you walk between North America and the Etruscan tectonic plates. Wow. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. It's ideal for geology lovers. And we can add guided hikes.
Snorkel
and
tours.
even snorkel tours within there. So
cold.
So we highly recommend it.
Let's skip that one.
Yeah, so this next one, we're going to try. Okay, here goes my cat to ruin the podcast. Literally on the keyboard right now. What are you doing?
Ziggy,
get out.
God damn it.
You can ask me someday. Oh, so I'm going to the next one.
So, yeah, we can pronounce that one, but that's not good.
No. All right. So now we're going to go to Celigen Les Des Foss waterfall, one of the few waterfalls in the world that you can walk behind.
Yeah, which is great. And that way you could see pretty much from a mountain's point of view. You wear waterproofs all day, and then the sunsets here supposedly are like the best you're gonna have in Iceland.
All right, and the last one is
these pronunciations. Snuffleupagus Peninsula.
No, Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus. Why is the E and the A like combined
together? I don't know. We should look that up.
Okay.
And it's an Iceland in miniature. It features black beaches, lava tubes, glaciers, and fishing villages. Very cool.
Yeah, it's excellent for people who want to travel a condensed Iceland trip. So if you
don't have time.
Yeah, you don't have time. Yeah. This is a good option. Again, we could do that for you. We'll customize the day with trips and multi-day circuits. So it's a good way to just like make that your hub. And then we could you could see a little bit of Iceland and yeah, that's pretty cool.
So a couple tips that we want to share with you guys is, and when you're doing any type of adventure travel, it's always any travel, but specifically adventure, to always have some type of insurance. Just to give you a big thing, and I think we've touched on this before, and I think we should do a full episode on this. When you travel, a lot of people like to use their American Express, or let's say they say like, oh, but I have insurance. My insurance, it goes international, and American Express has travelers insurance. That's great. But usually it's just maybe for lost items like a luggage, what have you, and it's very limited. However, there are insurances that are specifically geared towards traveling and medical. Let me repeat that, medical. And that is important because yes, you may hear, oh, but there's free healthcare in these parts of the world, but it's not free to you. You are not a citizen. So those are not going to be extended to you. Accidents happen. I've had people have ankle sprains that had to go to urgent care to get wrapped up. I was sick 2 different times. I had a very bad allergic reaction in Canada. I was very blessed because my best friend that lives there is a doctor. However, if she wasn't, some of the things would not have been available to me as they would be to somebody who was just visiting. I also got sick in Spain. Some of these places, especially like pharmacies, are not open on Sunday. So you need medicine. You have to go to some type of urgent care. It's going to cost you. So having these extra insurances that may sound like, oh, an extra $200 to $500 for my trip. However, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. It's saved money later on if, God forbid, something were to happen. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, you know what? I think it does deserve a segment.
Yeah, and there's many different levels that you can get, just so you know. And they also work with, let's say we're doing a trip, and this has happened where we travel a part of the trip. Our children come later on. They leave. You can actually change the timing for each person inside your quote so that it's not a full 10 days for 10 people or whatever. You would have certain charges for the different amount of time for those people in your group that is partying. And also, you can get an extra insurance that if you travel all the time, you can pay an annual fee, which is a quarter of the price than you just paying for while you are just traveling.
But it's worth it because travel nowadays, like I said, traveling is a big investment. And if you are going to travel and protect your investment, and what is like a fraction of the cost of what you're spending on traveling to protect all that money, like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, it's worth it. And again, when you travel, guess what? You are not only like it's the government, it's the country that you're going to, it's the natural elements that you're going against, that there's so many factors that could influence your travel that could really ruin it.
Yeah.
And why not have travel insurance to make sure that you're protected and you don't lose all that money?
And usually for those insurances, not only do they really cover a big umbrella of medical, they will also include 100% payment of your travel of losses as well as reimbursing you. So it's not just medical, it's balled up in one. And no, your American Express is not going to cover that. And neither is your insurance that maybe will help you internationally. But if you're on a trip and something happens, happens, this is just a nice little piece of comfort that you know that you have this to cover you.
Yeah. So like we talked last episode about the, South Pacific, Tokyo, whatever, in that region. I mean, there's a lot of typhoons and things like that. Like imagine I go travel, I spend all these thousands of dollars to go and travel with my family. And again, weather permit, you can't predict Mother Nature as much as you can, as much as you try. And something happens like that and it ruins my trip. Like it's covered. Again, traveling is the most important investment you're doing. Protect that investment. And again, it's a fraction, not even if that, fraction of what you're spending. It's worth the money. I
can give you like a ballpark, and I'm just going to say this. I recently had quoted a client of mine. She's a solo traveler. She has some medical issues, nothing huge, but she does have some stuff. And for her trip being for 10 days and over the age of 65, her trip was going to be almost $7,000 and her insurance was an extra $400. That's really nothing. Just to give you an example of an idea that what is my investment of $7,000 versus an extra $400 for a peace of mind if God forbid I need that extra help. So, but definitely. And also too, I think we really should do a medical thing topic. If you're going to be traveling longer than a month, your prescription drugs, they will give you up to 2 months in advance. A lot of people do not know that. All you have to do is tell your pharmacy, hey, I'm traveling, and they will send in a claim into the insurance and they will be able to give you 2 months of your medicine so that you are able to travel and go abroad and not have to worry about for your refills.
Yeah. So we definitely went on a tangent on this one at the end, but it is important. I agree with you. So we're going to deep dive this. I agree. I think next episode, we're going to do things you need to know about travel insurance and
medical health, all of that. Yeah.
Because that's important. I think, again, we always talk about the finer things about traveling, but you also need to be prepared, right? Yeah. Because, shit does happen, pardon the French. And you need to be prepared for it. And again, it's a big investment. You're guys, you invest in stocks and bonds and in travel.
Yeah.
And travel is something that you need to protect.
Hotels are very accommodating. I have another client that is traveling that has a CPAP machine and they need distilled water. They have never traveled in Europe before. They were very worried. And being the travel advisor, that's my job, is to make sure that they are smooth sailing. I sat there, I contacted every single one of the hotels, explained the situation. All but one were able to have that available for my clients. However, they did give me a pharmacy and the location is literally right across the street. So that way I'm able to help my client and they don't have to worry about when they get to that city, what do? I already have the information. So as soon as they drop off their luggage, they can walk exactly across the street, get their distilled water and continued with their vacation. So that's what travel advisors do. That's our job, is to worry and to do the research for you. So you have a peace of mind and that insurance is going to help you. So yes, we went off a tangent, but
it's a good tangent.
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
Well, that's it.
Do you want to go into the last ones or no? You want to end this?
Yeah, we kind of end.
Oh, okay. Let's end it.
Wow.
And theme.
But thank you, everyone. Please subscribe, comment.
Like a French film. Let's just
because what I think of cut and that's it, done. So not that we're opposed to French film. We love French film.
But I get very angry when I watch.
Oh my God!
I watch this amazing movie.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do a Dorian Destination film review. I think.
I'm like, I just saw this amazing movie. How is it going to end?
Yeah,
I'll never know. I'll never know.
So you know what? I think this is pretty fun. We're gonna do a segment of us reviewing foreign films. Okay,
but it should be about different parts of the world.
100%. Yes. We're gonna review from Iran to Spain to Russia.
We should watch Fellini films.
Yes. So we're gonna do film reviews from a travel lens. And we're gonna go crazy on that. That's amazing.
Eat, love, pray.
Yeah. Eat more eating. But anyway, so thank you, everyone.
Everybody.
Episode 12 is in the books.
Follow us, subscribe. I apologize about the spellings and readings of things. We on our behalf are going to take an initiative and to work on that because
we're gonna try.
I really speak English.
That is true.
I'm the worst.
Yeah.
Don't.
And
get
she's the gringa of the relationship.
And don't get text messages from me because you're gonna have to know my language in order to understand what I'm saying.
Wait,
So I apologize.
wait. Can we please show them?
No, let's do that.
Please.
This episode needs to end. It's dragged on a little too long.
True. Okay, we're dragging it on. But thank you so much. Episode 12 is in the book.
And Kingston wants to say goodbye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. All right. Love you guys. Ciao. Bacalao.
Oh, I thought that ended.